Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Round 2 tonight of the Mini Challange UK series. Round 1 last week from Goodwood. There was plenty of off-track action. There could well be a little bit of off-track action here tonight as well. Who have we got here tonight? Reg GT, evening mate. Lewis Miller, evening. 1 second. Excuse me, I had a sneeze. I'm back. I couldn't let you lot hear that. So as you can see on screen, we've got the Mini Challange UK tonight, real world drivers. So slight change from last week. We did have real world versus sim racers. We've still got that coming up, but that's later on this evening. So first of all, we've got 2 races for you from Laguna Seca. It's all real world drivers in this first 2 races. So we've got 15 minutes of quali, a 15-minute race, and then a reverse grid of 15 minutes as well. It does actually look like we've got 1 or 2 sim racers in the room, actually, probably just to fill a couple of spots if they were 1 or 2 short, but okay. But then yes, so after the 2 races with the main sim racers, we drop into the main real world drivers, we drop into a 15-minute race, 10-minute quali for real versus sim racers. So stick around for that. Surfer, evening mate. Right, let's get ourselves on track. Let's go and have a look who's in the room. So we've got Cutler, Toby Goodman, myself, Alex Neville, Potter McPot, I think you all know him, NGR, Big Z, James Hillary. I've been watching a few of you boys today on the old 2019 mini races from last season. I can't remember where it's from now. But yeah, it was looking pretty good. Moleman, Rocket JP, Sobio, Dank BL, Andy Racer, Shanel Drew, and MBG27. So some of these drivers are new from last week. I don't recognise MBG. I don't recognise. Where's he gone now? There was one more I didn't recognise. At the minute, it's just MBG27. Chrissy Raz, evening. This is why I didn't respond. Why didn't I respond? Didn't respond to what? What didn't I respond to? I don't know what I didn't respond to. Probably a message in some random chat group. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Forget it. Doesn't matter. That's why I didn't respond, because I didn't need to. ADG, evening, mate. How you doing? So, yeah, while we're just... I think we're waiting for one more driver to turn up. Potts left the room. We're waiting for one more driver to turn up, I've been told. So just while we're hanging about, let me throw scores from last week. So first place, Toby Goodman. Had a good couple of rounds last week. And then we've got Moleman second, James Hillary third. I'm struggling to see 4th place, Archie O'Brien. I can't remember his gamer tag from last week. It's difficult to see on that mini there. I can't see it very well. Let me see if I can increase that. Pow. Sobio, there he is, Sobio 340, I can see it now. So he is sitting in 4th place. We've got Dank BL in 5th, Alex Neville 6th, A Reeves in 7th, Rocket JP 8th, Andy Racer 9th, Shane Drew in 10th. And if I just switch over to a slightly different picture for some reason, this is the bottom half of the lobby. We've got Charlie Cooper, no points for him at the minute. Nathaniel, no points for him. MBG, that's Nathaniel, is it? Okay, MBG 27. And Blackwell 411, no points for Blackwell either. So, what's going on in the chat? There's plenty kicking off already. Chocolate Cozzy, evening. Simon Hillary, come on Hillary. And Dank. Oh, shouts for Dank as well. Oh, more shouts for James. Yeah, I see that, Chrissy. I see you've sent me a text on Facebook. Too late, you've already found what you've needed, so you don't need me to reply to that. Although you already know my email, it's darksmoke@googlemail.com. If anyone asks, don't keep it secret. Sasha Mogenson, excited for another race. Come on, Sobia. You lot all tucked up in bed again with your cocoa and your crisps, like you were last week. I've got to give a shout out to the mums. I'm sure they're enjoying this. Nicely tucked up at home, you know, slippers on, not stood at the side of a freezing cold racetrack, but they're loving it. Right, enough about the mums. Burn Fry, evening. Oh, okay, I'll have a look after this, Chrissy. Archie Racing. He's getting some props as well. So here's the man himself, James Hillary. He's getting a few shouts. Let's stick the usual gubbins on for you lot. Find my keyboard, that'd help. So I don't know if we're actually into quali right now. As I say, I know we were waiting for one driver to turn up. That's what I was told by Monsieur Cutler anyway. Let's go and see what sort of times Bowman's putting in. So 136.1 then. He's putting in purples as well. MBG next fastest man on track, 136.4. Well, there you go, Reggie. The mums were told. More shouts for James. He's popular. Oh, James Hillary's got a few follows in the chat group tonight. Here he is putting in a 137.4. So yeah, a bit of a difficult track this one. Not so bad in these slightly lesser powered minis, but there's still plenty of opportunities to go wrong. I'll tell you what we do just as we're starting a new lap. Let's go on board for a lap with James Hillary then. So why haven't I got a track map for Laguna Seca? Alright, we won't go for a lap with James because he's pulling handbrakes. So, okay, we'll go on board with Shane and then down to turn 1 then, through this big open double apex hairpin and hard on the power again. Swinging out left to take the right hander. Again, easy to run out wide on this one. Plenty of sand traps to catch you all out. You can see there just 2 wheels on that sand, enough to slow him down a bit. Into this fast right hander. Trying to keep as much power as possible, not running too wide. Little sweep right again. And down to this left hand, almost 90 degrees, slightly over. It can be a little bit tricky again, a little bit harder in faster cars. Taking it well, so just over the kink, over the brow of the hill, through the kink, full power through there. Now comes the tricky section. Can he make it through? Sean, evening mate, how you doing? Can you make it through the corkscrew? The infamous. So he chucks it all over the curb on the right, catches the apex on the left, apex on the right. Nice and cleanly done by Shanel. Easy to lose the car through there, thinking slightly unsettled. Going on from Andy Racer in front. His car decided to take off. Down to connection issue on his part. Hope that doesn't affect the race. It can cause 1 or 2 issues when cars are appearing in front of the other drivers. So, Moleman still fastest man out on track with that 135.9. MBG 136.1. Toby Goodman is on a 137.3. Alex Neville doing like his livery in the matte black. A bit of a penalty, 138.6 currently, 5th place on the grid. L, no hot lap from him at the minute. He's taking some shortcuts. No, it's not that. He's actually on the track. He didn't look like he'd run himself off track there. No hot lap for him. James Hillary himself back in the pits. Rocket JP sitting in the pits. Sobio, Andy Racer, and Potter McPart all just sitting this couple of laps of quality out. James Hillary, you can't come in the chat group and insist on shouts to yourself. That's not cricket. Sobio going to smoke you all, you see, straight in. See, James Hillary trying to big yourself up. You're already getting enough shouts in here. Sobio's getting some shouts now. So it does look like they are resetting the room to actually start quali now. So who were we missing? Sobio, Dank, Toby Goodman, Andy Racer, Alex Neville, MBG. No, doesn't seem to be anyone extra in the room. Cutler, Molman, Rocky JP, Dank BL, Toby Goodman, Andy Racer, Alex Neville, Potter. Yeah, nobody else new in the room. James Hillary getting himself out on track. First of all, stay out of trouble from everyone else. Gives himself a nice clear track in front. He's not going to worry about anyone else spinning out and getting in his way. Running at 150 brake tonight. Like I say, 3 races for you guys tonight. We've got 2 with the real world drivers from the Mini Challenge UK series. As I say, real world drivers, and then they've got to battle it out against the top of the sim racing world in CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup series. So we've got people like Cutler, Potter McPart, NGR, Bigsy, all doing quite well in the Pro League of that. They're going to take on these boys for another 15-minute race at the end of their 2 races, so stick around. 15 minutes quali into 3 races for you guys tonight. So the second man out track. So the liveries are all real world liveries as well. I think Bob Bristow's done the majority of these, if not all. I've got to give Bob a shout. He's done another video for this week, so you might have seen the intro video. Kevin Echo James. Yeah, new intro video done by our friend Bob Bristow for tonight, included some of last week's footage from Goodwood. So hopefully, if he's got enough time, he's going to do a fresh video every week with a little bit of action from the previous week's racing. And yes, like I say, the same man has done a lot of these liveries as well. So yeah, big shout out to Bob Bristow for that. Okay, it was Blackwell 411 we were waiting for. Late, it's usually this late. Someone will have to tell me if he's usually late to the race. Terminal, evening, how you doing, brother? So, Dank's out on track now. Cutler, Moleman, Andy Racer, and obviously we're still waiting on. Oh, I was going to say let's go and see how James Hillary's getting on, but he's gone to pick up some gravel. B&Q shut at the minute, so he's decided to pick some up from Laguna Seca instead. So Sobio is now first man out on track. Taking it a little bit easy. I'm not sure whether there's contact between those two. Just giving each other a bit of space. Whether they're trying to wind each other up, who knows. Terry. Sobio's getting some shouts. He's going to smoke you all shouts. It's Sobio, so we'll keep an eye on him. I don't think this is going to be a fast lap though. He was messing about with our mate James Hillary. Again at the side of the track. He's going to come on the track and give himself a shout here, isn't he? You can see him. It's not doing bad, is it, Terminal? Hey, it's not doing bad at all. try and keep it clean because some of the racers' mums are in the chat, I believe. So I've seen some of your posts go. That's all I'm going to say. So Potterman Pot out on track. Again, nobody put in a hot lap yet. Sobio's put in a 152, but that's slower than his out lap due to that messing about with James. Shale puts in 38.1 then. Right, so his current fastest is 14 seconds faster than anyone else at the minute. That will soon come down though. So we get people like Potterman Pot come across the line. See what Potter's got. A couple of corners to go. Last turn's a little bit awkward on this track as well. What can and can't be adjusted in this series. Do you know what? I don't quite know how the lobby's set up, Tommy. Just give me 1 second. Let me just pop out of here. Look, I can do this. I don't know what they can and can't adjust. I'm not sure. Is it bop on? Fixed room ownership. So balance performance is off, so they've got it set at 1050 and 150 brake, but I think they can play with sort of suspension, possibly. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that, because there was all sorts of questions flying around about that earlier. And I was still unsure after all the conversation. So MBG then's gone quickest out of the minute, 1:35.9. It's supposed to be a 15-minute quali. We are almost 6 minutes in. So we can get a couple of clean laps in at least. Daniel, next man out, next fastest on track, trying to get Mini onto 2 wheels, 1:37.0. He's just been pipped. Moleman's gone quicker. 1:35.6 then for Mole. MBG on that 1:35.9, Shanel 1:36.0, just picked himself a bit of a penalty up though. 1:37.0 for Dank as well. Potterman Pot in 5th at the minute, 1:38.6. James Hillary 1:39.0. I know these boys all enjoyed it last week. The chat, party chat was going a bit crazy from all accounts. Sobio on a 1:42.4 and ghosting. So just losing time at the minute. Blackwell, okay, so comes across the line now, 1:37.8, puts himself in 5th. Oh, okay, so we were waiting for Alex Blackwell to come in before we started quali. I suppose these are some of the reasons I need to be in the chat groups, but then if I'm in the chat groups, I can't listen to the track, or I'm listening to them, not you lot. 6 feet apart, yeah, everyone needs to be 6 feet apart. Even when you're racing, no bumper to bumper action, no door to door, anything like that. What am I going to do on the podium? I think we need some Hillary cakes to go with this racing. I don't know what Hillary cakes are, but I want some. I'm assuming it's James's mum that makes cakes. That the Mini Challenge UK pit people will go a bit mental for, I'm assuming. There's some good liveries on this car. Let's see if we can get a better look at some of these. Put together, like I say, by our friend Bob Bristow. Side shots at this angle. Great big Union Jack for Moleman. NBG and Shadle in the same livery, I believe. Racer, another Moleman copy. Cooper Bear, a new driver as well tonight. Don't know Cooper Bear. So Alex Neville, Matt Black. Black and orange livery Mini. Ultimate Pot That's his fast lap. Just trying to give each other a bit of space. You could be right there, Terminal Go. Looks like 2 meters minimum at the minute. So 14 drivers on track. It should be good fun tonight then. Terminal Go wants Hillary Cakes. Look. Terminal Go's in America. He wants Hillary Cakes. That's it. I expect to see a link in description or something. This is Hillary. Link me up, Chocolate Cozzy. Okay, so 3 minutes into quali then. This is actually quali this time. That's not nice, Andy Spencer. Andy Mollinson will be on his roof. You're talking about this man right here. There's not even a scratch on his car at the minute. At the minute. That pristine, just a bit of dust. So James Hillary then, 36.2. Blackwell's gone quicker, 136.1. There you go, Molman quicker, 135.8. MBG gone quicker even more though, 135.803. So MBG holding current pole position, Molman second. Shane Audrey third, Blackwell fourth, James Hillary fifth. Alex Neville sixth. Andy Racer, oh sorry, Potterman Potts. Let me flip to Potterman Potts seventh. Now eighth. Toby Goodman's moved up a couple of places. Again, 2 more drivers to cross the line. So AG keeps his pole position at the minute. Laps in the mid though. Second 135.8. Shane on 136.0. Blackwell on a 136.1. James Hillary 136.4. Sobio 136.5. Danks on Danks on 137.5. Toby Goodman on 137.7. Alex Neville 138.1. GR Cutler 138.4, Potterman Pot now in 11th, 138.9. Andy Racer doing all sorts of Harry Potter kind of manoeuvres, 140.0. 12th place on the grid. You need to look at your internet connection. Tell the missus to get off flipping Netflix, mate. That's what it is. Rocket JP in 13th, 144.7. Cooper Bear 44.8 for Cooper. So I don't know Cooper, he wasn't here last week. So as they come round to second of the country lap times, MBG keeps that P1 position. Yes, Chocolate Cozzy, that sounds like a plan. I'll come to Snetterton. So MBG then holding on to that pole. So 6, almost halfway through quali. Molman is putting in purple sectors. 35.825. This is the last lap. 35.824 as his lap before, so he's pretty damn consistent there. Can he take that pole position off of MBG? MBG being Nathaniel. Let me just pull up the bios for some of these drivers, but not all. That's the wrong thing. Show them right at the wrong minute. is Andy Mollinson. Shane Drew, I think we can pretty much work that one out. Although he's not on my list here actually. Is Nathaniel Golin. Blackwell is Zach Blackwell. Sobio, let's try and figure out who Sobio is. Archie O'Brien. James Hillary, don't know who he is, he could be anyone. Dank VL, that is Dan Butcher Lord. Toby Goodman, I don't think we'll be able to work that one. Potter Pot, he is one of the sim racers, that's my friend Neville Clooley. Andy Racer is Andy Langley, Alex Neville is Alex Neville. John Cutler is Chris Cutler, one of the sim racers. Bake Off. Win it or bin it. I like that, Andy Spencer. That could be my new race mantra. That could win it or bin it. So I'll flick through the order again. Rocket JP. That is our mate Josh Porter. Cooper Bear. That's got to be Charlie Cooper. It can't be anyone else. So who have we got a bio on? We have got a little bio on our mate James Hillary. Let's go and find him and put some pressure on him while he drives around the track. Here he is. So he's an agricultural fencer from Norfolk. He's the sprightly age of 18. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Sobio, O'Brien, kind of, it just fit, just worked. He's got Twitter accounts, although that just says James Hillary Racing, so go check that out. His ambition is to race in the British Touring Car Championships. He sponsors our car dealer Outlook and Colts Cabs as well for James Hillary. Let's see who else we've got. A little bit of bio for Andy Racer. There's Andy Racer. Not that way. There we go, Andy Racer. Some dents in that car. This is not Molman, no, this is Andy Racer. He's a photographer, okay. Interesting. 45 years of age. From Norfolk. It's the flattest place, best place to have racetracks, isn't it? And catch him at Andy Langley, www.andylangleyphotography.com. Go check him out. Well, his ambition is to keep racing. Well, fair play to you, mate. He sponsors Norfolk Cars, Mini Specialists. Shout out to them as well for sponsorship. And to QUAIFE Engineering, sponsor of this championship, the Mini Championship, the Mini Challange UK. Shout out to Excite Energy Drinks, and Corbo, Thrustmaster, Joyce Designs as well, sponsors for Next Gen Racing. Oh man, now he's managed to go quicker, 135.5, still holding that first. Shane Drew will be to second, then 135.8. MBG pushed down a couple of spaces, 135.8, still on that lap 2 time there. Blackwell also on that lap 2 time, 136.1. Sobio 136.1 as well, just behind Blackwell. Dank BL 36.1, just going off the track. Good corner, he's been off track once or twice. He's got dusters on the back of his car. James Hillary then 36.2, so gone slightly quicker, but still 7th position. Toby Goodman 137.0 on lap 3, 8th position on the grid. 12 minutes into quali then. Ultimate Pot 9th position, 137.0. JP 10th, 137.3. Racer 137.5, 11th position. Yeah, a little bit of glitching from Andy, that's possibly causing him some issues on track. Alex Neville 12th, 137.8. NGR Colour 138.1. And Cooper Bear back at the minute. So it looks like he's left and come back, no hot lap. Testing out the drift capabilities of the little Mini. So actually only two of the sim racers in tonight, just filling up a couple of spaces. We've got NGR Cutler and Potterman Pot. Wouldn't surprise me if Potterman Pot made a little bit of a blast at the end. Where is he in a minute? He's 8th position. Might try and put in a bit of a stonker at the end. Not that it makes much difference, no tyre or fuel wear in this E-Series. Everyone's alright, not going too mental in this lockdown. That's kind of one of the reasons we put these things on. Also allows the drivers to keep their hand in, etc. I'm liking the delivery on the Toby Goodman, number 9 at the minute on the grid. Credo. Yeah, as close to the copied as could possibly be. Drafted by Bob Bristow. So a couple of minutes left of quali. Let's have a quick look at the order, see the positions have changed. Molman's still out front. Shane second. MG third. Blackwell fourth. Blackwell off track. Breaking himself into the corkscrew then. Sobio fifth. Not quite smoking everyone. Not yet anyway. Just lulling people into a false sense of security. Dank BL in 6th then, 36. Auxiliary still 7th. 8th then, Toby Goodman 9th. JP 10th. Racer 11th. Cutler 12th. Alex Neville 13th. Off track 14th. So the qualifying time has ticked over. I don't know who's taken out distance markers before the corners. So they were pinging across track, so we have actually gone over 15 minutes quali now. I'm sure they will give just a minute 30 run-off time to get these laps finished. Then we jump into race 1. Soon to be beer 30. Beer 30 terminal. How small are these beers? Was it because it's crap, weak American beer? Not actual, real, cold, fizzy beer. No, you've not missed a lot, Catherine. It's just in quali at the minute. Shout out to James and Dan. Okay. There you go. Just been done. So yeah, we've just finished quali. This is current order at the minute. Molman at the front, Shanel 2nd, MBG 3rd, Blackwell 4th, Sobio 5th, Dank BL 6th, James Hillary 7th, Potterman Pot 8th, Toby Goodman 9th, Rocky JP 10th, Andy Racer 11th, NGR Cutler in 12th, Alex Neville 13th, and Cooper Bear in 14th. You can hardly hear the commentating. Okay, sorry about that. I might have just shoved my microphone out of the way. Let me adjust some settings as well. Tell me if that's better. Yeah, you'll have to let me know if that's better. I have turned the mic up a little bit. Turn the video capture down a little bit. CJ, evening mate, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Right, race 1, you're just in time, my friend. Moleman on P1, Shanel P2, MBG P3, Blackwell P4, Sobio P5, Dank PL P6, James Hillary P7, Pot P8. That's not the best view at all, is it? PlayStation. Let's go side on with MBG. Can't see the lights, that's the most useless of them. And they're off. Right. Let's change camera quickly if we can. Okay. So, poor start by Moleman. Down into third, fourth now. Shane Drew getting a great start up into first position. MBG into second. Sobio third. He is doing a bit of a fly down the inside. MBG into turn 1. Moleman is in fourth, though he's still not out of this fight. James Hillary in fifth. MBG and Moleman fighting out for that third position. 3 wide going through turn 3. Oh, we've got cars running wide. Moleman's run wide. Dank PL just ran wide, but managed to keep it on track. This is going to be the other corner where people run wide. We've got Sobio just running off track in front. A little bit fighty at the start. This is just allowing Shane to disappear off the road. He's got 1.2 second gap already from second place Sobio. Sobio though coming under pressure from James Hillary. He's trying to take the inside line into the next turn. A little bit of door banging through there. A little bit of off-track action as well as James Hillary just goes off on his own. Where's he gone? He's back on track though. Right. Into the corkscrew. Shane Drew through cleanly. Sobio being followed. There we go. All coming through. James Hillary down into 8th, and after that little bit of off-track action slowed him down enough to lose around 5 places there. Pressure from Pottinger Pot. A little bit of contact behind as well between Alex Neville and who else? Someone else just going off track. I've lost them there, must be back on track. Maybe Blackwell. No, it might have been Toby Goodman actually in the Credo car. So 15-minute race. We are into lap 2 now. Shane Drew has had that gap reduced down to half a second between himself and Sobio. Sobio, a little bit of contact between himself and MBG. MBG pushing his way through into second then. Not letting it lie tonight. They're getting a bit fighty. Not as much respect as last week by the look of it. Oh, who's that? Alex Neville going wide. Sorts of sandpit action for Alex. So James Hillary managed to make a position then up into 6th. Pottinger Pot in 7th, being hounded by Toby Goodman in 8th. Looking to do the cutback. So going to be side by side as they run up the hill. So Potter's going to lose a position here. But Toby will have a penalty to lose. Just goes for the switchback now, so Toby Goodman just running a little bit wide, although he's kept the power in and run it up the hill. He's going to run all that time over the sand. Pottinger Pot taking that 7th place back then. Toby just ghosting out there as he comes into the corkscrew. He's getting a little bit wrong on the way in as well. That might allow Blackwell 4-1 through. Going for a run around the outside, he'll have the inside line into the next turn. They are pushing each other. Blackwell through then. Toby down into 9th. Oh, a little bit of contact again. Nothing too brutal. Losing a couple of positions there. Toby back up to the fight at the front. Shane's now disappeared. Almost 2 seconds in front of Sobio now. Sobio with pressure from MBG and Moleman behind. MBG going for a completely different line into there. Looking to run around the outside of Sobio. Has he done that? No, he hasn't. The inside line into the next turn. Whether he's got the pace to fend off Moleman, I don't know. He has at the minute. Both drivers keeping it on track, that's good to see. I don't know why you keep getting called Shana. It's Shanel, isn't it? Why is it Shanel? What is it? Oh, Chanel. Oh. Well, what channel? Chanel. Tell me, I don't know these things. I can't pronounce weird names. Could have been anything. Chanel, if that's how it's right. Apologies. Why didn't somebody in the chat correct me? So Moleman still in this fight then, looking for podium positions, just a little bit back from third place MBG at the minute. Dank BL right there with him, just 0.6 of a second back. And we've got James Hillary lurking as well, still holding on to that 6th position. He was up into 2nd place, but ran himself wide just before the corkscrew. But they have managed to make a bit of a break from Potomac Pot now. 3-second gap back to Potomac Pot in 7th. First of the sim racers out on track. He himself has actually got 3.5 seconds back to Blackwell in 8th. Blackwell himself coming under pressure from Toby Goodman. Not able to make a move down the start-finish straight though, drifting the rear end of that Mini into turn 1. Alex Neville, he's had a couple of off-track moments. He's picked up some penalties for his trouble as well. Looks like NGR Cutler might have done a similar thing. He's now got penalties to drop. Andy Racer in 12th. His glitching seems to have slowed down a little bit, not quite so laggy. I can't call everyone Dave, that's just taking the mick, that is. Cooper Bear 84. Oh, what happened to Rocket JP? Rocket JP has missed out on the first race. I didn't even realise he wasn't in the room. Apologies, mate. And looks like Andy Racer's glitching hasn't quite finished. So Chanel out front, 2.1 second lead over MBG. Both teammates running the coastal liveried cars. Whether you guys drive for the same team, I have no idea. A little bit of glitching. Lost a bit of that lead as well. MBG now 1.6 seconds back. Big dent on the front of that Mini though. Closing in as they head down the start-finish straight down towards turn 1. Obviously nowhere near to make a move at the minute, but MBG's actually got 2-second gap back to Moleman in 3rd place. So what happened to Sobio? Where has he got dents all over his car? He's got 1 or 2 little scratches. Oh, there's a big dent there. Oh, there's a big dent on the back. So Sobio getting involved somewhere. He's been off track. Possibly punted looking at the dents on that car. Potomac Pot closing in on Sobio for that 6th position. He has got Blackwell and Toby Goodman closing him in as well. It's Neville now 4-5 seconds back from the fight in front. NGR Cutler's 2 seconds back from him respectively. Racing now 6.3 back, and then Cooper Bear 10 seconds back. So not getting on with the Minis tonight. It's Cooper Bear by the look of it. Chanel gap down to 3/4 of a second. MBG right there now, looking to make a move. We are halfway through this first race. I think it's time we go on board with MBG as he looks to chase down Chanel in front. Closing in under braking into the last turn. So still 0.7 of a second, still 2-second gap back to Moleman behind. And MBG closing again under braking into turn 1. Not quite, no. Still 0.7 of a second through there. Chanel doing a good job of holding that gap. Just come down 0.2 of a second. Doing well to fend off MBG at the minute. These two just extending slightly from 3rd place Moleman as well. Right on Chanel's tail now as they head around this left-hander up the hill towards the King. Get the move down to the inside. He's got a nose in front. Does he run it wide? He does. He's going to slow him down. Can Chanel get that back? They are side by side again as they head up towards the corkscrew. Chanel takes the lead again. Cleanly into the corkscrew. Got to be careful if they are running for the same team. There'll be conversations afterwards if they take each other out. So Chanel still leading, MBG 2nd, looking to get past prime position to do it. He's run himself wide though. It's going to lose him a bit of time. He's managed to keep the foot in. This battling has allowed Moleman to close right back up, so it's a three-way fight for P1 now. Although Moleman's got a good run out of the last turn, he's going for the move on MBG for that second position. He's got the inside turn, inside line to the first turn, so into second for Moleman. That was a good move by Moleman. MBG then looking to throw himself out wide for the cutback on the exit. Just threw himself a little bit too wide there. He's lost a bit more speed to Moleman in front. So Moleman all the work to do. The gap back up 2.6 of a second between Moleman and Chanel. MBG third, Dankby L in fourth. Sobio fifth, James Hillary off track again, sixth, Potter Pot still, sorry, fifth, Potter. James Hillary fifth, why did that swap over? Potter Pot in seventh. To fend off Blackwell. Blackwell has actually made a bit of a gap from Toby Goodman as well, 1.5 seconds that gap now. Neville still holding a bit of a penalty, 5, lost more times. The gap was 5 seconds, now 5.5. Again, running it wide on the exit of that one. Seen a few drivers do that tonight. Cutler still holding that chunk of penalty as well. 11th place for Cutler. That off-track action just there. Need to press the brake a little bit more, boys. There you go, Andy Racer's done it. Well done, Andy Racer. 12th place at the minute for Andy. Cooper Bear in 13th. He's starting to put in consistent lap times, 142s. It's way off the pace of the guys at the front, 136s, 137s. So Chanel being pushed down the start-finish straight by MBG. MBG looking to go past. Chanel's onto him. So number 29 managed to fend off the 25 car for now. There's only 3 minutes left on the clock. Moleman's just lurking in the background there, waiting for a little bit of a mistake from one of these drivers in front. Dankby L could possibly benefit as well if they go too far off track. A little bit far back now, 2.6 seconds, but someone goes spinning off into the dirt. Might take them a few seconds to get back on. Dankby L could possibly benefit. So James Hillary is still holding fifth. Blackwell then, he's got past Potter Pot. Not sure what happened to Potter Potts, possibly getting it wrong out of the last turn, giving Blackwell a good run out. So Potter Potts 7th, then Sobio 8th, Toby Goodman 9th. Alex still holding on to that penalty. The drivers seem to have kept on track this time round that turn. Andy Racer still down in 12th. Well out of this fight really, 7 seconds back from NGR Cutler at the minute. Nothing to worry about from behind. He's got 22.3 second gap back to Cooper Bear. Cooper Bear will start at the front of the pack for race 2. So I'll see how he gets on. Noel No Fold, evening. Has anyone done a clean lap yet? I don't know. But Chanel has now been pushed down into 3rd position while we've been chatting, but stuck through, taking that position straight back off of Moleman. Looking to pile the pressure back on MBG for that position. 1 minute 32 left on the clock. They might even see an extra lap after this one. So everything to play for still. MBG taking the lead of this race right at the end. Shane on second, Moleman now 0.6 of a second back. Dankby L 1.3 seconds back. James Hillary still in 5th. 1.5 back. Blackwell's managed to make a break from Potter Pot. So 1.6 seconds that gap. Not sure what's happened there. We've got Blackwell off track. That's allowed Potter to sneak back through. And coming up to the end of this race as well. I'm sure he won't be happy with that. Potter's smiling, I can imagine. So Sobio 7th, Blackwell losing another place then. Possibly another. I think he might just keep that one from Toby Goodman. He's got the inside line into... Keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean. Side by side through the corkscrew. Some bumping and a barging. The people who are applying those stickers will not be happy with you lot. Blackwell holds on to that 8th though, managed to defend off Toby Goodman. Alex Neville, he's not dropping that penalty, he's going to hold on to that to the end of the race. And so's Cutler, apart from the fact he's just picked more up. So he's still in 11th, trying to chase down Alex Neville, but we're coming to the last lap of the race. MBG being hounded, that's it, the timer ticks over. We are into the final lap now then. We'll stick with these drivers while they battle it out. MBG holding some big dents on the back of that Mini there. Can Chanel get past? Just starting to pull away a little bit is MBG. That gap coming down again now though. Chanel doing everything, nearly crashing into the back of MBG there, under braking. Just trying to close the gap. Track as well. Moleman still lurking in the background, still 0.6 of a second. Dank EL now well out of that fight. So MBG doing well at the minute, he's holding on to that P1 position. Just 2 turns remaining. Did see him run himself off track just here, so let's hope he doesn't do it again, throw it away and give it back to Chanel. Turn then, cleanly through there. So MBG is going to come home and take race 1 win. Not too comfortably, he's had to fight for it off Chanel and Moleman. So MBG first, Chanel in second, Moleman third, Dank in fourth, James Hillary 5th, Potter McPot 6th. With a great big handbrake. Sobio smashing into Potter for 7th. Toby Goodman 8th, so he did manage to get past Blackwell then. Blackwell leaving another spot just there. Alex Neville pulling a handbrake across the line. Thank you, sir. Alex coming home in 10th. NGR Cutler in 11th. And you'll just have to wait as long as I will to see the next scores. Come on. So here we go. MBG takes that win then. Chanel 2nd, Moleman 3rd, Dank BL 4th, James Hillary 5th, Potter McPot 6th, Sobio 7th, Toby Goodman 8th, Blackwell 9th, Alex Neville 10th, NGR Cutler 11th, Andy Racer 12th, Cooper Bear 84 in 13th, and Rocket JP unfortunately sort of in that race but not in that race. No points for Rocket JP in that one. So we'll have a few minutes break. I don't know how long, probably 5 minutes, and then into race 2. But don't forget, we've got a 3rd race for you guys tonight, which is the sim racers versus the real world drivers. So stick around for that. That's coming up after this next race. We've got 1 or 2 of the drivers in tonight. We've got Potter McPot and NGR Cutler. They are both 2 of the regular sim racers. But I think it's going to be a sort of 7v7, so stick around for that. Wow. Yes, so Cutler's giving us a 5-minute break. Thank you, sir. So what we've got to talk about then, people. We've talked about the mums all being tucked up in bed with their slippers on, pyjamas on, not stood next to freezing cold tracks. Yeah. Talked a little bit about isolation. Talked a little bit about racing. Wow, that's what I'm going to do, in fact, because no, I'll forget. So what did I want to do? Where's that gone? I wanted to write some stuff down is what I wanted to do. It was some good racing, AD. It usually is from the Mini boys. Is that right? You've signed up for the new season of the CHewitt racing? Good lad. Ah, well there you go. Sasha. I'm enjoying watching my nephew race from sunny Florida. Well, there you go. Wow. There you go. You went in near Florida Terminal Goat. You look like a kind of Florida man. All right. Yeah, the coastal livery card. Like I say, Bob Bristow's put them all together. I don't know where he's picked up the images from, whether somebody sent them to him or what. But yeah, he's put the liveries together. Excuse me, I'm just writing a couple of bits down, people. Ah, yes, done that, Mr. Cutler. Now then. Yeah. So, a couple of minutes. Might just if there's a bit of disappearing because I'm missing things. Why am I missing things? Can't be right. Let me just tell Cutler to give me 2 seconds. Hopefully he sees that. There you go, Chanel. Just want to thank my fans, my mum, dad, and girlfriend for this podium. Blessed. Right, that's enough of that. I'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back. Yeah, it wasn't bad, Chanel. He managed to break out in front. Unfortunately, MBG just managed to close you in. Looks like Nathaniel's getting nostalgic. to spell out how to say your name, Chanel. If it is Chanel, someone's gonna have to like phonetically spell that out for me. Otherwise, I'm gonna get it wrong all season, like I've done with other people, and I don't want to do that. Send me a voice clip to Dark Smoker at Google Mail going, "Oi, you idiot! This is how you say my name, you flipping idiot." Probably with more swearing in it, less idiot, more effing up. You know, I probably expect that. Probably deserve it. That's a shame, Nathaniel. Yeah, Nathaniel looking to get back into the Mini Challenge. This has obviously spurred him up. Wants to get back in it. Not this season, unfortunately. Minutes, and then we'll jump into race 2. Like I say, 3 races in total tonight. We've got the third race, which is the sim races versus real world. So exactly the same setting, the same track, etc, etc. Duco, all right mate, it's going all right. We've just done race 1, we're just about to start race 2. And then we've got the sim versus real racers. Okay, so Cutler has started race 2 then, reverse grid from race 1. That's going to put Cooper Bear at the front. He's not had the quickest of laps, so I'm assuming he's going to get swamped pretty much lap 1. We'll have a look, see how he gets on. So Cooper Bear at the front then. It's not, it's Rocky JP, it's Rocky JP that gets P1 because an MRC Bobby's joined the lobby. Interesting. More space fillers. Cooper Bear's been pushed back to 3rd then. Again, A-Reeve Motorsport Mini back end is all we can see at the minute from MRC Bobby. The revs are up. Can't see the lights. Damn you, PlayStation. And they're off. So give me a better angle. Here we go. So Rocky JP, not a bad start. Looks like Bob's got a great start though. He's side by side with JP as they head up the hill, taking the lead into turn 1 at the minute. Although Andy Race is coming around the outside for a run. He's dragging Cutler with him. Can Bobby hold on to this P1 position? Andy Race are trying to run around the outside of Bob. Bit of glitching from Bob as well. We've got 2 cars inside each other. Oh my god, it's disgusting. 3 cars inside each other. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. All sorts of see-through cars. Bob holds the P1 position at the minute. Rocky JP 2nd, Andy Race 3rd, Alex Reeves 4th. Pot looking to make a move though on Alex Reeves already, so Potter having a good start. Alex then, he does keep hold of that 4th position, but he's just made a little bit of contact with Potter. Does Potter keep that 4th position? He's gone defensive from Toby Goodman to try and fend him off. Oh, Toby Goodman's run himself massively wide though. He's in all the gravel and the sand. We've got Cooper Bear in the background just doing the same thing. He also got a dent of all dents on the back end of that Mini. Down in 12th place at the minute. Toby Goodman just getting himself back on track, trying to fight it out with Moleman for that 13th position. So race 2 already looking more punchy than race 1. Oh, he's got an excuse, old James Hillary, is that right? Okay, so Cutler then, unfortunately, down at the back of the pack now, 15th position. So back up to the front, Bobby leads. He's got a fantastic lead as well, 3.4 seconds. So let's hope Bob has got his car set at 150 brake, not 220. I'm sure he has. NDG in 2nd then, being chased closely by James Hillary for that 2nd place. James Hillary looking for a little bit of a cutback, but NBG just cutting him off. Again, Getting a bit punchy between these two at the minute. Chanel just running off wide now, losing positions down in 6th place, possibly going to lose another. Side by side with Blackwell as he comes through turn 2, keeping that 6th position at the minute for Chanel. Ultimate Pot getting through there though, and Sobio as well. So where's Bob going? Bob is miles away, 4 seconds up the road at the minute, Bob is. MBG closest rival. Oh, we've got Sobio. Sobio is James Hillary just getting a little bit wrong coming through turn 4, and he clipped Sobio on the way through there. Sobio did manage to keep it on track, and now James Hillary's been punted. I'm not sure, was that Rocket JP that fired him off, or was it Andy Racer? I'm not too sure. I don't think it was Andy Racer, but he got fired off nonetheless. Up into 3rd then, looking to chase down on MBG. 3 seconds that gap though. A lot of time to be made up there. He's going to try and fend off Sobio as well. We've got Chanel in the background, nearly losing the Mini. Fighting out with Alex Neville and Toby Goodman. It's almost 3 wide as they come down the start-finish straight. Alex chucking himself behind Toby Goodman, trying to get the slip. Chanel side by side as they head down the start-finish straight. Who's going to win out on that one? Looks like Toby's got the inside line just about. No. Chanel just runs it deep. Oh, a little bit of contact between Toby and Chanel. Looks like she's kept it on track though. Alex Neville down in 7th. Close battling at the minute. Let's just see where Bob is. Bob's on the road. I'm not even looking at Bob anymore. MBG then 3 seconds out front in 2nd place because he's the first of the real world drivers. Pot up into 3rd. So still losing a bit of time to MBG, but gaining a bit of time over Moleman. He's coming under all sorts of pressure. Let's go on board with Moleman. Looking back, we've got Alex Neville, Toby Goodman, Sobio. Chanel all trying to hunt him down as he heads towards the corkscrew, under braking, then Alex Neville closing in. In the background there though, who was that getting it all wrong? I think that was Sobio getting it wrong into the corkscrew. Lost all sorts of time. Still got some glitching going on behind from certain drivers. Might have been Andy Racer just glitching out there. So Bob, he's had a bit of that time chopped off actually. 2.3 seconds. MBG hunting him down now then. Ultimate Pot losing a bit more time, with half a second to MBG in 2nd place. Moleman managed to make a break from Alex Neville and the fight behind. Yeah, it looks like Bob's got different settings. Alex Neville in 5th then. He's got Lucky JP pretty close. Chanel as well. Dank BL's right there in that fight. We've got Sobio and Toby Goodman just lurking in the background as well. So a little 6-way fight could be brewing here. They've got another little pack of 4 all fighting it out for 11th position. James Hillary leading that fight at the minute. As they are, although behind, it looks like Cutler's coming under pressure from Cooper Bear. Backed out of that one through there, then Cooper Bear. He's going to make a move down the inside, so Blackwell and James Hillary are swapping places. Oh, Cooper Bear sideways into the corkscrew. That's lost him all sorts of time. See Rocket JP coming through at full race pace. Cooper Bear then at the back of the pack. Yeah, just outbraked himself into that corkscrew. Easily done. So, Bob, maybe his settings aren't that far removed. Looking like MBG's closing him in. He's either driving that Mini to within an inch of its life to try and catch up with Bob if Bob's settings are stronger or faster. Ultimate Pot now 4 seconds back in 3rd position, being closed down by Moleman now. 1.4 seconds that gap. So Potimus Pot coming under pressure for that third place, the last step of the podium. Halfway through race 2, Dank BO in 5th. So he's managed to get in front of that little pack. Toby Goodman and Sobio for company, with Alex Neville just lurking in the background as well. A little bit of a penalty, shouldn't be too difficult to lose. He's just got to make sure he doesn't affect anyone else's race at the same time. Toby Goodman looking in a good position as they head up the hill towards the kink. If he can keep it in, he might get a run on him as they head up towards the corkscrew. Or is that Sobio off again in the background? I think it is. So he backs out of it again, Toby Goodman. Yeah, it was Sobio off track again, losing more positions now, down in 10th position. Sobio, not Blackwell. She's now 11th. Out on her own a little bit, 1.6 to Sobio in front, 3.8 behind. Oh, Rocky JP off track. A couple of getting around him, so Rocky JP just trying to lose his penalty at the same time there. Might pick up another one for his trouble though with that off track action. Looks like he's got away with it. So Cooper Bear back up into 14th. Andy Racer now down in 15th. Yeah, that glitching can't be good for anyone on track at the minute. So Bob extended a little bit more, 2.3 seconds. Could be cheating. It's not too hasty to call Bob a cheat, but he could be cheating. He's trying to launch that little Mini though, 2.7 second lead he's currently got over MBG. Potimus Pot then still holding on to 3rd. He's being hounded by Moleman though for that position. Closing in on MBG, so it looks like MBG's got that corner before wrong, has allowed Potimus Pot and Moleman to close up. That gap to 1.6 seconds. Still got to worry about Moleman behind though for that podium position for Potimus Pot. Big gap developed back to 5th place, 6.7 seconds to Dank BL in 5th. Toby Goodman right there with him, only 0.4 of a second back, 0.3 of a second now. So looking to close in around this last turn, get a good run out, try and chase him down the start finish straight, get a move made before turn 1. Can he get it done? Just don't think he's close enough unless he gets it under braking. Looks like he's just going to go for the standard line. He has closed up to Dank BL a little bit. Not many places to overtake on these next couple of corners, not without compromising yourself or the other driver. So now this sweeping right-hander, full power around there, he's going for the move. He's not quite got the power to get alongside Dank BL into this next turn. Still hunting him down as they head back up the hill though towards this little left-hand kink. Looks like Dank BL's got a good run out the corner, he's pulling away a little bit. So through little kink, full power through there, both drivers keeping it on track. So Toby Goodman's got a good run out. He's not going to go for the move though, he's just going to give Dank BL a little bit of a nudge up the hill. Both drivers through the corkscrew then. A few stones kicked up by Dank BL there. Toby Goodman looks quite happy to be sitting in the 6th position at the minute. Looks like Dank BL cut the corkscrew a little bit too tight. Picked up a penalty for his trouble. Toby Goodman go for a move down the inside into the last turn then, while Dank BL loses that penalty. Although Dank BL has had a good run out, they are side by side as they head down the start finish straight again. It does look like Toby Goodman's got the run on him just slightly. Maybe not enough to claim the corner. No, looks like Dank BL's got the line. So too wide as they run through the first turn. Dankbiel taking that position back after losing that penalty. Toby Goodman going for another move back down the inside though. Some good racing from these two at the minute. Side by side through turn one. Turn two. Are they going to stick side by side through turn three? They are. Looks like Toby Goodman's just won out there a little bit. Dankbiel back down into sixth though. It's looking like a good battle. Just flick through to the front, make sure I'm not missing anything up there. So Toby Goodman and Dankbiel still bumper to bumper. Bob then 3.3 second lead over NBG. Moleman's got past Potter up into third then. Potter's also 1.2 seconds back now as well in fourth position. Toby Goodman 7.5 seconds back, nearly 8. Still being pressured by Dankbiel for that position though. Sobio 6 seconds back, coming under pressure from James Hillary and Blackwell for that 7th. Can he fend these two off? I think will he get 2 laps in? Possibly. We'll see. So James Hillary in 6th then, James Hillary in 8th. What's happened to Blackwell? It looks like he's just pulled the handbrake coming around there. So well out of that fight now between him, Sobio and James Hillary. He's under pressure from Alex and who's that, NGR Cutler as well for that position. So Blackwell having a disaster on that last lap. He's coming under all sorts of pressure from these drivers. Cutler's going to get the run on him into turn 1 by the look of it. Side by side with Blackwell as they head down the hill then. Blackwell's going to keep his nose in front. Can Cutler run him around the outside? Switch back on him, a little bit of contact there again. Compromise Blackwell a little bit. Can Alex Neville make that opportunity? Oh, it's contact between those two drivers. Alex Neville doing well to keep that in a straight line as well. Holds on to that 11th position, but now out of the fight from Blackwell in front. So where's Rocket JP? There's Rocket JP now side by side with Alex Neville after that sideways action. Chanel right in that fight as well. We've got Blackwell off track again. He's losing all sorts of positions. Blackwell now down in 13th. Seems to be running it wide in 1 or 2 of these turns, but he's kicking off in front. I don't want to miss Rocket JP off track again now. Bob coming around the last turn, so he will get another lap in. MBG's right on his tail now though. 1.1 second. There's a second between MBG and Moleman. Potter Pot now 3.4 seconds back. He will just start another lap. So 8 seconds left on the clock. Will Toby Goodman and Dankbiel start another lap? I think yes. Yes, so that'll be it. James Hillary will be first across the line. He will take 7th position. Sobio 8th. NGR Cutler's going to come home in 9th. All sorts of glitching tyre squealing going on behind. So Cutler comes home in 9th. Chanel 10th. Andy in 11th. Alex Neville in 12th. Still holding a big chunk of penalty. Cooper Bear in 13th, Blackwell in 14th at the end of that, and Rocket JP 15th. But now Bobby coming under pressure under this last lap. MBG right on him. 0.2 of a second. Can MBG get this move done into the corkscrew? He's looking for it. Bob's not letting him through. Side by side as they head into the corkscrew then. Great driver from MBG, just holds his line around the outside in the corkscrew, takes that position off MRC Bobby, sweeps through into first place. Great move there by MBG at the end of this race. Comes round there, 1 more turn to go. Flash of his lights to say thank you very much. Around this last turn cleanly, keep it on track. It does. First place for MBG. He has 2 wins tonight for him. MRC Bobby, is he going to hold on to that? Yes, he's going to hold on to that. Nice great big handbrake for MBG. MRC Bobby comes home 3rd. Moleman 4th. Potter McPot's going to come home. Great big handbrake from Potter for 4th. Toby 5th. No handbrake from Toby. Just smash into the wall though. And then Dankbiel comes home 6th. Take the final position there. Last man to cross the line. So, positions disappear pretty damn quick. Burnt Fry tired. Oh, you're talking to Cliche there. I'm good, man. Cliche, yes, cliche. How you doing, my friend? Sorry, I was concentrating on that race, not reading the chat. Let me save that replay as well, so Bob Bristow doesn't harass me. Good to see you're all right, cliche. So that was the Mini Challenge UK race. That was all the real world drivers. Again, 1 or 2 sim races in there. But now we've got a 7v7. I think it's 7v7. Sim race versus real world driver. Another 15-minute. I think we've got another 10-minute quali. And then a 15-minute race. So stick around for that one. We'll see who comes out on top. Yeah, no problem, cliche. No problem, mate. There's still one more race to go. Like I say, there's been a lot more interest from the actual real world Mini Challenge drivers. So it's pretty much a full lobby of Mini Challenge drivers, bar Potter McPot, Bob, and Cutler. So I think 1 or 2 of these are going to leave, and we're going to get 1 or 2 of the sim races back in. Scarwalls is in the room. I think we're expecting NGR Bigsy as well. Oh, it's Burnt Fry. What are you doing in here? I don't know if you're allowed in here, Burnt Fry. Don't know if we let your sorts in. Yeah, so like I say, it's sim racers versus real world drivers as well. So some of these guys you've seen on screen, James Hillary, Alex Neville, you may well have seen or heard from them in the actual Mini Challenge UK Cup or Series. I've been watching some of their footage today. It looks pretty good. So, it's Ollie O'Neill. Okay. So he's actually been promoted from Pro-Am last season into Pro. He stormed away with Pro-Am last season. He won it by many, many points. So yes, he's been promoted up to Pro for the upcoming season. I don't know whether you should be allowed in this one, Burnt Fry. Has Cutler give you the say so? Has he said yeah, or are you just like, you know, gate crashing this thing? I'll tell you what, it's getting a bit warm in this old spare room. Now PC, PlayStation, TV, monitors and stuff running. Yeah, it gets a little bit warm. I thought we were going to expect Bigsy, but obviously Bigsy's possibly not coming. I'm not sure who TC211111 is either. If I've even read that right. It's giving you a chance. Well, don't fuff it up. So nothing on screen telling us how much time we're going to get. 1 or 2 drivers. Okay, so we have got Bigsy in the room. So is it going to be a full 7-on-7? Let's just have a quick look through here. Sim 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 6 sim races at the minute. Bigsy's, oh yeah, Bigsy's just coming on track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think 7v7 then, yeah. So Bigsy, Cutler, Bobby, Ollie O'Neill and Potter McPot are all the sim racers. Then we've got MBG, Dank BL, Moleman, Blackwell 411, James Hillary, Toby Goodman. I missed one. I think I've got them all. I think, yeah, they're all the sim racers. All the real world drivers, actually. So, like I say, I believe it's a 10-minute quali into a 15-minute race. So the sim racers that you will see tonight are all entered into the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. That actually starts on Monday next week at 8:30, so come and check that out. I may as well run through what I've got coming up. So nothing actually till Sunday now at 7:30. We've got the next round of the BMW Track Tour Series. That's been a good series. Really good racing in that one. Plenty of overtakes. Straight after that, and I mean literally straight after that, I went to the P1 RC's GR3 League, commentating on that, and that's at 9 o'clock. Like I say, the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup, hosted by Next Gen, that starts at 8:30 Monday. We've got round 3 of this on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I've got the GR3's Team versus Team event. That's starting again on the 29th, again at 8:30. And then following Sunday for the BMWs and the GR3s again. So Cutler's changing the room settings. Yeah, 10-minute quali, 15-minute race. Get that many laps in with only 10 minutes quali. The first lap will be thrown away in a bit because it's an out lap. But right, straight away goes into ghost mode. So 10 minutes for the sim racers to try and prove they've got the mettle to fend off the real world drivers, as we just watched Bernd Fry go off track. Neil running it round on this out lap at the minute. Just staying out of the way. So yeah, no times on the board. TS2111. Absolutely no idea who you are, sir. I'm going to call you Terry Stevens until somebody corrects me. How about that? Okay, so that wasn't actually the quali. This is actually the quali. I am not in control, people. I just do the yapping. Quali, 15-minute race. Sim races versus real world drivers. See how they get on. Same settings as the previous 2 races, so no tyre wear, no fuel, 150 brake, 1,050 kilos in weight. I believe they're all running. Sorry, they're all on racing softs. Track there, we've got 2 people off track. Yeah, some good livery's been done. Thank you, Bob. Appreciated. This man right here, Bob Bristow, or MRC Bobby, has done a few of these liveries for us tonight. He's also done the intro video. Ah, okay. Tom Simpkins. Okay, it's not Terry Stevens then. All right. Corrected. There you go. That's all it takes. It's me, yeah. I'm sure it is. So still on outlaps. Scarwall's not actually left the pits yet. So Cutler around to the last turn. He's going to be the first one to start the quali laps. Yeah, 156 on outlap. That's not what we were looking at before. We had 136s, 135s. Cutler going very deep into turn 1. Mini there. Cutler's run himself off track though. That could be that a quali lap down the pan as well. So the driver's still quite tightly packed together. Possibly looking for a bit of slipstream to benefit them down the straights. So Blackwell, we'll see if he can keep it on track this race. He was wide in a few of these turns. Ended up quite far down the pack as well due to it. So kept it on track. That's one of his favourite corners for running wide, that one there. Ollie O'Neill also off track at the minute. Just lets Conrad racing through. Conrad picking up a penalty as well. Losing that into the corkscrew. Ollie O'Neill might pick himself up a penalty there. Stick all 4 wheels across the curb and yeah, there you go, and onto that green AstroTurf. It chucks a penalty up your way. So that's exactly what's happened to Ollie O'Neill there. So let's fire ourselves back to the front. Moleman, first man across the line, puts in a 137.4. Cutler on a 139.0. Blackwell's gone quicker though. He's done a 137.2. Danby early quicker than that though, 136.5. Potts put in a flyer, 136.3. 2 of a second quicker at the minute than anyone else. So 6 minutes remaining of quali. Potter currently in pole position. So first of the outlaps, Potter takes P1 at the minute. Danby L second, MBG third, James Hillary fourth. Burnt Fry 5th, Blackwell 6th, Tom in 7th, TS, Moleman 8th, Bigsy 9th, Toby Goodman in 10th, Bobby 11th, Cutler 12th, Ollie O'Neill 13th, Conrad Racing 14th, and Scarwall's 15th. Ghosting out as well a little bit, Scarwalls. He has left the pits now though, that's good. So Potter with that 0.2 of a second lead. Not looking for. Okay. Let's go for an onboard lap with Moleman. Let's get some internal view going. So across the start finish line then. Over the brow of the hill, little kink to the left, swinging out right, hard on the brakes for this first turn, double apexed, almost hairpin. So back on the power, just hitting the little apex, little curve on the inside, swinging out to the left, trying to get through this right-hander without running out too wide. He's coming through there cleanly at the minute, Moleman. Full power through this second right-hander. Careful of those sausage curves. Through the little right-hand kink, hard on the brakes into this left-hand elbow, and they roll through on the second half of the corner, so hard on the brakes, rolling it through now, back on the power of the hill. Again, only 150 brake, these little minis, should be able to get through this turn at full chat. He is, keeps it on track as well, headed up towards the infamous corkscrew now, really keep it cleanly through here, unable to get into 6th gear at the minute. Chopping that curb off on the right hand side, clipping the apex on the left on the way in, clipping the apex on the right on the way out. Nice. cleanly from Moleman there. Through this left-hander again, avoiding those sausage curves. You can see it unsettled that little Mini there, chucked him all over the place. Through the right-hander, one more turn to do, 2 wheels on that sand, slow him down a little bit. Hard on the brakes for this last turn. So it's an over 90-degree left-hand elbowy thing, that is. Back onto the start-finish straight then. Moleman puts in a 135.6, good enough for 3rd position. Pot's still leading though, that gap come down, his fastest lap of 136.3, Toby Goodman's now gone quicker. 135.8 for Toby. It's almost half a second faster than Potter's quickest time. He's now off track, is Potter McPot. James Hillary in 3rd, then on that 136.3. About 2.5 minutes remaining of this quali, possibly 2 laps left depending on where people are. Oh, there will be 2 laps left. So Moleman into 4th, then 136.4, NBG 136.4 as well. Dank in 6th on 136.5. Bobby parked at the side of the track, 136.7. Blackwell's done a 136.8. TS has done a 136.9, currently in 9th position. Cutler 136.9 as well, again holding a bit of a penalty for Cutler. Burnt Fry then 137.0 for Burnt Fry, 11th place on the grid at the minute. Bigsy 12th, 137.1. Conrad in 13th, 137.1 as well for Conrad. Ollie O'Neill on a 137.4. And Scar Wars on a 142.4 at the minute. So sim racers, a few of them are at the back of the pack. I will say that the real world drivers have just had 45 minutes behind the wheel racing this track in the same cars, so they're all warmed up and ready to go, whereas some of these sim racers have only just turned up, i.e. Burnt Fry, Bigsy and Conrad. Although Cutler's been out the same amount of time as the real world drivers, as has Potter McPot. TS has now gone quickest overall, 135.3 for Tom. It's a good lap. So is Tom real world driver or is Tom sim racer? Someone let me know, please. He's now 0.1 of a second quicker than Toby's fastest time of that 135.4. He's gone quicker again, 135.9. He's up into 3rd. Potter's still holding on to that 4th, on that 136.3. He'll be looking to go quicker than that though. There is a yellow flag waving. So somebody's off track. Oh, I think it's Bob parked at the side of the track, probably. Potter's not going to finish this lap anyway. So this is possibly grid order. TS 21.111 in 1st. Toby Goodman 2nd, MVG 3rd, Potter McPot 4th, James Hillary 5th, Blackwell in 6th, Dank in 7th, Moleman 8th, Bobby in 9th, Cutler 10th, Burnt Fry in 11th, Bigsy 12th, Conrad 13th, Ollie O'Neill 14th, and Scar Wars in 15th. Like I say, we have got 1 minute 30 left on the clock for the run out, so positions might change. Scar Wars getting it all wrong into the corkscrew, all over the place through there. So Burnt Fry's just done a quicker lap. Where was his time? Burnt Fry's pushed himself up into 10th then, 136.9. Cutler's still pushing it, trying to better that time, as is Blackwell behind him. With Cutler then as he comes up to the corkscrew. Keep an eye on Blackwell behind. Both drivers kept it on track through there. turn left for both of these drivers. 30 seconds left on the run out. See whether Cutler can go any quicker. See if we can better that 11th position. Unfortunately not, so it's pretty much everyone across the line then. TS in pole position, Toby Goodman second, James Hillary third, NBG's in fourth, Moleman's in fifth, Potter McPot sixth, Blackwell seventh, Dank BL eighth, Bobby in ninth, I think Burnt Fry in 10th, Cutler in 11th, I'm not sure, I think it was Big Z, Conrad and Scar Wars. Well, it could have been Conrad, Big Z and Scar Wars. Oh no, so it's Cutler in 11th, Big Z in 12th, Conrad 13th, Ollie O'Neill 14th and Scar Wars in 15th. So here's that crappy view again, thank you PlayStation. Can't see the lights, the revs are up. We're just going to have to wait for them to peel off. So they're away. Bit of wheel spin from TS21, but he's away cleanly. NBG's got a good start as well. He's managed to get past Toby Goodman for that second position as they head down towards turn one. TS has already got quite a bit of a lead already. 0.7 of a second out front. Let's see if he can hold on to that. NBG second then. Toby Goodman third. Moleman fourth. Dank BL in fifth. James Hillary 6th, Potter McPot going side by side with Blackwell into turn 2. Blackwell winning out there, Potter McPot down in 8th now. Bobby in 9th, Cutler in 10th, Ollie O'Neill in 11th. Conrad Racing in 12th, Burnt Fry 13th, Big C 14th and Scar Wars 15. A great big train of minis heading down towards that left-hand kingpin. So TS still leads the way up the hill towards the corkscrew. That gap been reduced down to half a second between himself and MBG. Toby Goodman right there in the background as well. Moleman just lurking, keeping it clean through there. Moleman might pick up a penalty. That looks like he may have just kept 2. No, he didn't. So he did pick up a penalty. He just ran himself a little bit too deep into the exit. Cut too much of the exit of the corkscrew, picking up a penalty for that. So Dank BL in 5th, Blackwell in 6th, James Hillary in 7th. What's happened to Potter McPot? He's being hounded, he's down in 9th position now, Potter McPot. NGR Cutler getting past him for that 8th position. James Hillary getting by as well for 7th. Then being pressured by MRC Bobby for that 9th position as well. Bobby going for a little bit of a look down the inside, but back out of that one. Ollie O'Neill side by side with Bob then on the exit of turn 1. 11th place for Ollie. He's going for a move down the inside of Bob. Oh, not quite able to get the nose down. Bob trying to launch that mini off the ground. Big Z in 12th and chasing him down. Got Burnt Fry in 13th. Trying to close the gap on Big Z. Looks like Big Z's just run a little bit wide through that turn, getting 2 wheels on the sand, slowed it down, so that's allowed Burnt Fry to close up. Second gap back to Conrad Racing in 14th. Scar Wars is another second and a bit down, just a second down now in 15th place. So just starting to stretch out a little bit. TS out front still, being pressured by MBG for that first position. These top 2 drivers have managed to pull away 2 seconds from Toby Goodman in 3rd. Moleman in 4th, just half a second back, still holding on to a little bit of that penalty. Blackwell up into 5th, looks like he's learned his lesson about not running wide into that turn. He's got himself past Dank BL as well, Dank in 6th position. But Blackwell has run himself a little bit wide there. Not enough to slow him down too much though, just 2 wheels on the sand. So Dank in 6th, James Hillary looking to close him down for 7th. Ollie O'Neill up into 8th, MRC Bobby 9th. Big Z in 10th, Potter McPot in 11th. So he's lost another position. Looks like Cutler's off track as well somewhere. He's coming under pressure from Burnt Fry at the minute. Potter for that 11th place. Burnt Fry is a little bit too far back to make that position stick through there. So Conrad Racing 13th, Scar Wars in 14th, holding a bit of a penalty, and Cutler down in 15th place. Not sure what's happened to Cutler. Possibly getting it wrong through the corkscrew, picking up a penalty, and just having to drop that has allowed the rest of the pack to come through. Scar Wars has run it off track, as has Cutler. He's followed him off. That's going to slow them both down. Cutler off track again a little bit. You can see the gap starting to appear between Scar Wars and Conrad Racing. So MBG, just as he goes to get past TS, goes off track, gives that position straight back to TS. Lost a bit of time there as well. That's allowed Toby Goodman to close in on him. Oh, and MBG's just cut that turn massively. If he doesn't get a penalty for that, he must have been off track, actually flying across the air. He's managed to get away with it. Amazing. And that's put him under loads of pressure from Toby Goodman for that second position. We've got Blackwell up into fourth as well, hounding him for that position. So it's a three-way fight for P2 at the minute. Blackwell making a good move down the inside of Toby Goodman into that last turn. He's got the toe. Who's that spinning off track in the background? That's MRC Bobby. So back up to that fight. Where is it? There it is. It's Moleman and Blackwell. So Blackwell up into third, then Toby Goodman's followed him through. Moleman down in fifth now. Hillary's just stuck on the back of this pack. He's run himself a little bit wide through there, but kept it on track. Dank beat Els, looking to make a bit of a move. Oh, he's done it as well. Swept down the inside into turn two. Taking that sixth position off of James Hillary, then looking to close down on the pack in front then for Dank BL. Battling in front of him is going to slow them down and allow him to close up. We've got MWG and Blackwell fighting it out for P2 now. This is just allowing TS to disappear down the road a little bit. He's got 2.6 seconds lead. MBG still fighting with Blackwell. Toby Goodman bolted right onto the back end of this little fight. And then we've still got Moleman and Dank and James Hillary still right there. Again, Dank cutting that exit of the corkscrew off. Again, he'll be lucky if he doesn't get a penalty. He is very lucky. He's run himself wide though. James Hillary and Dank BL having a bit of a boxing match through those couple of turns, but Dank BL winning out, holding on to that sixth position. James Hillary 7th and Ollie O'Neill in 8th. Bigsy into 9th, Potter McPot 10th, Burnt Fry 11th, Conrad Racing 12th. Bobby we just saw off track, he's coming in the pits, I don't know why. Cutler then up into 13th and MRC Bobby 14th. Looks like we've lost Scar Wars from the lobby. So, TS21, 4.2 second lead out front. Toby Goodman then, he snuck through to take P2, although he is fighting it out with Blackwell for that position at the minute. With Blackwell winning out, he's up into P2. Managing to sneak past Toby Goodman then through turn 2. Toby Goodman into third. Moleman fourth, being hounded by Dank BL down this straight towards this left-hand kink. James Hillary going for a move on Dank as well, but Dank's got the inside line. James Hillary will have a good run out of that turn, putting all the pressure on Dank BL as they head up towards the corkscrew then. He's kicking off in front as well, so Blackwell and Toby Goodman still fighting it out. We've got Moleman putting the pressure on Toby Goodman down the inside at the corkscrew. Oh, Blackwell chopping off the exit of the chicane there. There we go, half a second penalty. Toby Goodman then third position, hounded by Moleman. Just got to be careful, Blackwell, when you lose your penalty around turns like that. You won't go to the wrong time, it can wreck about 4 people's races. So Toby Goodman up into second then, Moleman third. Toby Goodman's run himself wide though, Moleman straight through, takes that second position. Dank BL's a little bit too far back to benefit from that. So he holds on to that fourth position. I think he did run himself a little bit wide. James Hillary might have followed him off. Fourth and fifth at the minute. Bigsy up into sixth then, looking to fend off MBG for that sixth position. He does do, and he's got Blackwell as well pressuring him. Blackwell manages to get past MBG as well. So a good bit of driving from Bigsy up into sixth. See whether he can close in on those drivers in front. They're only just in front. So Blackwell 7th, MBG 8th, Burnt Fry in 9th, just getting past Potterman Pot there. So Potterman Pot down into 10th position. Ollie O'Neill 11th, Conrad 13th, Cutler in, Conrad 12th, Cutler in 13th, and Bobby, looks like Bobby's sitting this one out. So TS out front comfortably, 5.4 second lead. Old man up into second, managed to drop a few of the drivers, so he's got 1.8 second gap back to Dank BL, who's up into third now. James Hillary fourth, Toby Goodman now down into fifth. So from second to fifth in that lap. NGR Bigsy, he is closing in, but he has got Blackwell hounding him and MBG. Oh, he's run himself wide as Bigsy as well. He's back on track. Will he keep that position from MBG? Doesn't. MBG just sneaking through there as well. So 2 positions lost for Bigsy down into 8th. Potterman Pot getting back past Burnt Fry, taking that 9th position. And now he'll be looking to close in on Bigsy in front. We've only got 5 minutes left on the clock, not a lot of time to do it. Burnt Fry 10th, then he's coming under a bit of pressure from Ollie O'Neill for that 10th place. Just a quarter of a second between those 2 drivers. Then 3 seconds back to Conrad Racing. And then Cutler's got 8.5 seconds back, unfortunately. And like we say, Bobby's just sitting this one out. So still 4.4 up the road for TS. He's had a nice, comfortable race. Managed to get off the line well. He snuck a quarter of a second lead, before, 3/4 of a second lead before turn 1. So Moleman at second then, 2.5 second back to Dank BL, but he's been hounded by James Hillary and Toby Goodman though for that 3rd position. It's all kicking off at the end of this race for that final podium. Dank BL going a little bit defensive there, 3-way fight as they head into the corkscrew. All 3 drivers through there cleanly, no one cutting the corner. And then we've got another fight back here, we've got Blackwell, MBG. Oh, MBG's off track. Oh, he's managed to keep it just on track though, right in front of Bigsy. Or some good driving, but he has just driven himself off track again, has MBG. Where's he gone? Here he is. No, here he is, MBG. Call blimey PlayStation, find the damn player, will you? So down in 9th after that off-track action, being pressured by Ollie O'Neill for that position as well. So TS still out in front nice and comfortably, 4-second lead over Moleman. Moleman extended a little bit, 2.5 seconds over Dank BL. Still being pressured by James Hillary. Toby Goodman's been dropped a little bit from that fight, but only half a second. He's sticking in purple sectors as well. The current fastest lap is NBG 27 on a 135.4. So Dank BL trying to fend off James Hillary in these last couple of laps. James Hillary's got a good run out of that turn though, side by side as they head up to the hill. James will have the inside line into the next turn. Can Dank BL get a good run out side by side? No, he's lost all that speed. Toby Goodman's looking to get past him as well. Whoa, James Hillary trying to block off Toby Goodman there, nearly lost that Mini. He's going to pick up a penalty for that though. He's not, how did they get, there you go, he has picked up a penalty for that. So that should allow Toby Goodman to sneak through at some point. It possibly will allow Dank BL back through as well. It is only half a second, but there you go. So James Hillary just losing his penalty through there. Toby Goodman then takes that position. Unfortunately, Dank BL unable to properly benefit, although he is trying to run down the inside into turn 1. They are side by side now, so it was a good move by Dank. So he fends off James Hillary under braking, then takes that 4th position back off him. Although he's running himself a little bit wide on the exit. James goes for a move down the inside, but Dank's got the inside line into the next turn. So 1:30 left on the clock. Blackwell, NGR Bigsy and Potter McPot then. Potter making up another position up into 8th. Blackwell leading that little fight in 6th position at the minute. Bigsy coming under pressure from Potter McPot. Bit of a gap back to Ollie O'Neill, 1.5 second, and he's picked up a penalty and he's run himself a little bit wide as well. MBG unfortunately is down in 10th position after his off-track action. Bernd Fry in 11th, he's also been off track. Conrad Racing looking to make the move past him. So Conrad up into 11th then. Bernd Fry 12th and Cutler in 13th. Bob's sitting this one out. So back up to race leader, TS21. He's led from the start. He's got a 1:35.8 as his fastest lap. 30 seconds left on the clock. So he starts lap 10. 4.7 second lead currently over closest rival, second place Moleman. So Toby Goodman through to start his final lap as well. Dank BL holds on to that 4th position. It's been a good fight between him and James Hillary. Can James get the move done into this turn? He does, he dives down the inside. Just blocks off the apex from Dank BL. Dank BL losing out then down into 5th as we come into this last lap. So it is the last lap then. It has just flashed up on screen. The time has ticked over. So Bigsy in 6th, Potter McPot up to 7th, Blackwell down in 8th now then. He was in 6th. So possibly done exactly what I've said and run himself a little bit wide in one of these turns. So let me just fire myself back up to the front, make sure I'm not missing anything. TS still comfortably out in front, 4.2 seconds. Moleman 3.8 back. Toby Goodman, he's got a decent gap either side of him now as well. James Hillary getting past Dank on that last lap. So up into 4th for for James. I don't think Dank's going to be able to do anything about it now. We'll just flick up to race leader as he comes across the line. Last turn to go. Hooks it round this left-hander. Hard on the gas. He's had that gap reduced down to 3.2 seconds, but possibly just let it off a little bit on that last lap, knowing he's got it in the bag. Flashing the lights as he crosses the line. Good win for TS21. Moleman into 2nd. Again, good racing from Moleman. Toby Goodman 3rd. James Hillary 4th. Dank BL 5th. Bigsy 6th. Potter McPot 7th. All sorts of chaos. Ollie O'Neill 8th. NBG in 9th. Blackwell 10th. Cars trying to put himself straight. Conrad Racing tried to go sideways across the line, didn't quite work. Bernd Fry 12th, Cutler 13th, and poor old MRC Bobby sitting this one out in the pits. And yeah, we did lose Scar Wars. It's a bit of a shame. I'm not sure whether it was Tinternet or whatever connection. Right, let me grab some fizzy pop. So that was the real world versus sim racers. It's an extra race we've bolted on the back end. I think some of the sim racers were a little bit miffed that the real world drivers suddenly decided they wanted to race. First week there wasn't that many. The second week I think they saw how much fun it was and wanted to get involved. Unfortunately, pushed a few of the sim racing lads out. So we put on the extra race to keep them happy. Yes, some good racing there from the mini boys, the sim racers and the real world drivers. I just go to show it was all pretty much real world drivers out front. But it's not always like that. And like I say, the fact that the real world drivers have just had 45 minutes prior to this race, so 15 minutes quali and 2 15-minute races to sort of warm themselves up into Laguna Seca before the sim racing boys turned up. It will benefit them a little bit. Right, let's see if we can get hold of the TS21. if this even works, people. It worked the other day. Let's see if it works now. So I've got to try and set up a little bit of a chat between myself and TS21. Let's see if we can do that quickly. Here we go.
What's your time around Monza, Chris? In your Audi.
We'll find out shortly.
Okay.
Hi Anthony, how are you doing?
All right, mate. All right, mate. Yeah, I was just trying to get hold of TS21, but he's not in your chat group.
He's just
okay.
bloody come out.
All right, we're not doing driver interviews then.
I guess not after that one. I guess he forgot.
All right, mate. All right, mate. No problem. Okay, well, I'll jump out of this party chat and finish the stream then.
No worries, buddy.
Nice racing, boys.
It did look good. From
yeah, it was
from the
good.
back of the field, anyway.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Rightio, I'll leave it and I'll finish this stream. Cheers, boys.
No worries. I'll see you later. Cheers, Anthony.
Cheers. Right, so no TS to do an interview with. Okay, I thought I'd got that all set up as well. Never mind. Yes, I hope you've liked what you've watched. Come back next Tuesday, same thing, although I've got plenty more to come where that's involved. So Sunday I've got the BMWs at 7:30. That's a 10-minute quali and a 50-minute race. And then straight after that I jump into P1RC's GR3 event. That's pretty good as well. Usually some really good racing there. So new season of the Minis, sponsored by CHewitt Racing, is 8:30 Monday. Back for the next round of the Mini Challenge UK on Tuesday, 8:30, same again. 8:30 Wednesday, I've got the GR3 team versus team event. And then back Sunday again for the BMWs and the GR3s. So that's my itinerary. Like I say, I hope you've liked what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.